Hello viewers, welcome to UN Autonomous College. Today we can discuss the concept of Servlet in Java. Otherwise we can say Servlet in Advanced Java. Actually in the case of Advanced Java we can learn the concept of JDBC, then we can learn the concept of Java that is the related with a JSP, means Java server page, as well as we can also learn the concept of Servlet. Then first of all we can discuss what are the different outlines regarding or related to Servlet technology. First of all we know what is the introduction to Servlet, then we can learn why to learn Servlet, then we can learn applications of Servlet, then life cycle of a Servlet, at last advantages of Servlet. First of all we can discuss the concept of, that means the introduction of the Servlet. The first of all we know what is Servlet. Servlet is a one type of technology which is specially used to create a web application. That web application is fully related to dynamic web page. Suppose just we can consider in our general web development concept. In general web development concept we have two type of technology, that is known as your static web page, another one known as your dynamic web page. Generally we are developing all type of static web pages by using normal HTML code, but if a user want to develop any type of web page which is related to dynamic activity, in that case we must prefer the concept of Servlet with the help of Java concept. But in that Servlet concept is a one type of robust and scalable technology because of Java language. Before Servlet or CGI means Common Gateway Interface, which is a scripting language that common as server side programming language. But in the concept of Common Gateway Interface, this is the old technique language which is specially used for the dynamic page development. But that kind of programming concept, or you can say scripting concept, is not more efficient to develop a more robust web page application in our website development process. That's why we must prefer the technique of Servlet technology. The Servlet is a one type of technology which is used to create a web application, and that web application provides many interfaces and classes including some documentation, as well as that Servlet technology provides an interface. By using that interface we can easily implement it for creating any type of Servlet codings. That means with the help of that Servlet coding we can design a web page, and that web page is specially dynamic relevant. We know what is the meaning of dynamic relevant. Actually dynamic relevant means the relationship between client and server. That means when a user want to send any type of request from from the user side application to your server side application, just we can say client or server relationship architecture. That's why we must prefer the server side programming language that is known as Servlet, which is efficient coding to design a server side application. That's why we can use that application. Next we can learn why to learn Servlet. Then what is the real need of that Servlet technology? Generally that Servlet technology is specially preferred to create a web page, and that web page is dynamically linking with a specific type of database. That means a user want to records their informations, their records or data from their web page to your database and any another sources which are related to your web page, and that act as a dynamic aspect. That's why the Java servlets often serve the same purpose as programs implemented using the Common Gateway Interface. But Servlet offer several advantages in comparison with the CGI. We know that with the help of that Servlet technology we can prefer some extra robust technology in that programming concept which can properly manage the user request to transfer from your source side to your destination side. That's why we prefer the Servlet technology. If we are going to prefer the technique of that is known as a Common Gateway Interface, short form known as CGI, in that case the communication with your client side to server side is not more efficient in the modern age, because user requirements daily basis it changes more and more. That's why we prefer to technique of that Servlet technology. With the help of that Servlet technology we are getting a better performance to communication with the client application to server application. Similarly the servlets execute within the address space of the web server. That means in the web server especially the servlet coding is executed. That's why which is not necessary to create a separate process to handle each client request. That is the most important factor in the Servlet case, because with the help of that Servlet coding, at a time we can connect with server with the help of same application more than one users within a same time period. That means it is a provides a better platform for the multi-user activity. Suppose a user want to access a Facebook, within a same time also millions and billions of users can log into Facebook account. At that moment your Servlet technology can provide a beautiful environment to access the user request. Similarly, the Servlet technique is also provide some security features in it to manage the client request must be successfully and securely reach to the server end. So finally, this kind of applications is successful due to the some predefined libraries which are related to our Servlet technology, which are stored in that Servlet application. And with the help of that Servlet also we can easily manage some remote method applications, like suppose from the one end another technique or some hardware devices exist, through the program you want to operate it, which is also possible through that Servlet technology. Next we can learn the concept of that is known as application of Servlet. First of all, we know what are the different applications related to your Servlet technology. First of all, we must to read the explicit data sent by the clients. That means always a client must to send some request from the source side to destination side with the help of web browser, and that web browser especially helps to carry our request from the source end, and that request must be successfully reached at the end of a server, and that server must to catch it, the request which is come from the client side. After the catching that request, the corresponding responses are created or generated in the server side and is automatically transferred to the source end. Just we can focus on the next application. Read the implicit HTTP request data sent by the client, means web browser. This includes cookies, media types and compression schemes the browser understands and so forth. We know that in every web browser techniques also adding some extra features to make it more efficient with the help of adding some cookies features as well as some media type features, also some compression techniques also added in our web browser to make a well established communication with client to server application. Next application we can learn the process the data and generate the result. This process may require taking to a database, executing an RMI means remote method invocation and the callback call, invoking a web service or computing the response directly. We know that the Servlet technology provides a better platform for communication which is securely and smoothly carrying your request from the browser side to your server side, and due to that aspect we are always prefer to use the Servlet technology. With the help of that technology it's directly linking with your server and also getting the direct responses which are created from your server side to transfer to the user section. The next application we can learn like that, send the explicit data to the client or browser. This document can be sent in a variety of formats including text, that may be your HTML format, that may be your XML means extensible markup language or hypertext markup language format. Similarly also carrying some binary image means image photos like GIF means graphics photos, JPG, Excel sheets, PDF format, document format, lot of things we can easily transform from source side to destination side. It is only possible with the help of our Servlet technology. The next point we can learn, the send the implicit HTTP response to the client. That means it is a most important point in the application which includes telling the browsers and other clients what type of document is being written. We know that the client is must be linked with a server to forwarding some request. That request may be a website, the request may be any type of document related, any type of image related files, maybe audio related files, maybe video related files, any type of documents that is related to web means or we can say this is a multimedia related documents are usually retrieved from your server side to our client side applications, which is easily and flexible way to implement with the help of that Servlet technology. Next we can learn that is known as what are the different life cycles in our Servlet. That means how to design that Servlet technology with the help of your Java technology. Especially the web container maintains the life cycle of a Servlet instance. We know that what is the meaning of instance means some Servlet object, and how to design that Servlet and how to create a Servlet program, and whenever you are going to creating any type of Servlet code, and that Servlet code must be executed through a specific life cycle. We know that whenever learning any type of process life cycle, first of all you can create, then you must be ready for execution, then is running, then is waiting, then finally you can destroy that application. Similarly, in our Servlet applications we can also learn this kind of life cycles which are related to creating a specific type of Servlet relevant code. That's why we must to prefer the first step, that is related to your Servlet class is loaded, Servlet instance is created, init method is invoked, service method is invoked, then finally destroy method is invoked. That means three are specially related to invoked, that is init method, service method, then destroy method. Finally two processes are specially loaded as well as created. That means the three steps like your load state and the create Servlet instance state and your init method is related to first section which is displayed in our architecture diagram, that is in your right side. Just first of all you can load the Servlet, then you can create the Servlet instance, then you can call the init method, and due to these three steps are specially allow to a specific type of Servlet code must to enter into the ready state. In that ready state must be moved towards the service method. With the help of that service method you can finally invoke your related information, that means that may be a request or any type of response activity or response object relevant activity. That's why you always prefer the service method. With the help of that service method you can easily invoke any type of your request as well as your response which are already performed within your service method. Last one known as a destroy method. In that destroy method, just to release it, so briefly we can discuss. Let us discuss the concept of Servlet class is loaded. That means in that case first of all we can load the class which is relevant to your Servlet. That means if a user want to add any type of dynamic input package, in that moment user must to import a package that is known as import space java.util package. With the help of that util package which consists of some predefined classes, that is known as a scanner class as well as some date time relevant classes. Similarly, whenever user want to create a Servlet code, in that case a user must to add a package, that package is related to a Servlet, and that Servlet package consists of some predefined classes which are related to our Servlet programming. That means with the help of that class we can easily load the request as well as some response from your server side. Second life cycle we can learn like your Servlet instance is created. That means in a web container must to create the instance of a Servlet after loading the Servlet class. We know that whenever Servlet class is successfully loaded, then a specific type of instance is automatically created or generated in it. With the help of that instance we are easily create or in our Servlet application, and with the help of that Servlet instance helps to carry our request from the client side application to server side application. With the help of that Servlet instance which is also related to our Servlet class loaded applications, and that steps. Similarly, in our third step we can learn init method. That init method is specially called only once, that is specially related to the Servlet which is created and not called for any user request afterwards. So it is used for one time initializations, just as with the init method of applets. We know that in our applet program especially we have a technique or we have a one predefined method that is known as init method. That init means initialization method. Suppose some client or user want to initialize some predefined statements in our program, in that case we can prefer to invoke that init method. and thus whenever that init method is successfully invoked, then the servlet is normally created when a user first invokes a URL that is known as uniform resource locator that is corresponding to the servlet, but you can also specify that the servlet be loaded when the server is first started. We know that init method is successfully invoked with the help of that init method. Whenever that init method is invoked, that init method we have some predefined statements in it, and that type of statements are executed successfully, so that a single instance of each servlet gets created with each user request, especially resulting a new thread that is handed off to get and do post method as appropriate, so that the init method is simply creates or loads some data that will be used throughout the life of the servlet. We know that how to use that init method. So that init method specially added in our program with the help of that syntax that is known as your public void init method, and that init method must throws some exception that is known as servlet exception. With the help of that init method we can easily throw some error, like means causes of error which is related to servlet exception type, and if a user want to write some codes within that init method, within that opening and closing curly braces. Next life cycle step that is known as your service method, and that service method is most essential or most vital method in our servlet coding, which can specially perform the actual tasks or real tasks in that program, and that the service method is specially available in our servlet container, and using of that container specially which can handle our request coming from the client side through browser and to write the formatted response back to the client. It is only possible with the help of that service method. We know that with the help of that service method a user can easily invoke some generic servlet type application as well as HTTP servlet type applications. With the help of that service method we have two type of parameters, that is known as servlet request object, another known as servlet response object. With the help of that two object we can easily forward some request from the client side to our server side applications. Similarly, that service method is also helps to use some extra type of methods, related type of methods, that is known as get or post or put or delete, etc. If it is written like that, do get method, do post method, do put method, do delete method, which is some extra type of methods are included in our program. Especially in our service method which is written as a public void service, within that method we can use two objects, that is known as request object and response object. With the help of that two object we can easily forward our request from the client side application to server side application. Similarly, our server side applications can also provide some responses, that is known as a feedback from your server side, which is displayed on our web browser. With the help of that service method can be represented like public void service method. Then within that service we have two parameter, that is known as request and response, and request parameter or request object is related to servlet request class, and servlet request here is a predefined class. In that class especially first character is capital and second character is also capital. Servlet request is pronounced as a single word, servlet request class. With the help of that class we can create an object that is known as request object. Similarly, we have another class that is known as servlet response class. With the help of that servlet response class we can create an object that is known as response object. With the help of that response object we can carry the response of our server side application or server side program forwarded to our client side application, and that service method must be through some exceptions like our servlet exception, or we can say IO exception. With the if a user want to write some statement within that service method, and whenever user writes some predefined or some user defined statements within the help of that service method, in that moment user can easily forward some request from our client side to server side. and due to it is only possible with the help of that service method, and that service method is mostly essential in our program. But here init method optional and other techniques are also optional, but service method is essential in our Servlet related code. Finally, the next life cycle known as destroy method is invoked. That means that destroy method is called only once at the end of the life cycle of a Servlet. We know that whenever you are invoking a varieties of object in our Servlet code, and also you are prefer to implement some predefined methods in our Servlet code, in that time you need to release some memory which is used by some predefined object. In that time we must prefer to invoke that destroy method. That destroy method specially gives your Servlet a chance to close database connections and halt background threads, write cookie list or heat counts to disks, and perform other such cleanup activities. And it is a one type of garbage, auto garbage collected activity. That means whenever user want to invoke that destroy method, it can automatically release some Servlet object marked off for garbage collection. And if a user want to use that method like just public void destroy method without any parameter, only parenthesis, then if a user can prefer to write some Servlet code relevant, that is known as finalization code, means where we are going to close the connection, that may be a database connection, or you want to close some predefined object that is known as related to your database applications. That's why we prefer this kind of applications. So finally, the Servlet lifecycle is always based on the 5 steps or 5 stages. Okay. Next we can learn that is known as advantages of Servlet. What are the different type of merits are related to Servlet? Why are you using that Servlet? Whenever user prefer to use that Servlet, what are the benefits are collected or find out? So there are many advantages getting with the help of Servlet over CGI application, means common gateway application. That Servlet application provides lot of advantages. It helps to make our program more efficient as well as light and better communication within less charges, as well as it provides a better communication or flexible communication environment from client to server. That's why we have some advantages like means better performance. With the help of that Servlet code, we are getting lot of beautiful and beneficial performance with the help of that applications, because with the help of that application we are easily transfer some request from your client side to your server side. Next, portability. With the help of that Servlet code, we can easily carry some information from the client application to server application. Due to the implementation of Servlet code, it provides some powerful applications, means it is one powerful performances. With the help of that auto garbage collection, there is no chances to create some unnecessary unwanted variables, unwanted objects in our memory. That's why it is a robust in nature. And last one, that is known as due to the implementation of Servlet technology, we are getting lot of security in our program. We are successfully, or we can say we are securely, we can transfer our some related information source side to destination side without any problem. That's why it is a beautiful environment to transfer our request from the client side to our server side, and as well as also getting some responses from our server side to client side with the help of that Servlet coding. Thank you.